What's up, y'all? Back again, back again. We are definitely live on YouTube. Live on members only. Let's jump back into it. Let's get back into the series, y'all. We took a week off last week. We needed a break. It's a lot going on in the world. This is just one particular part. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of sorrow involved with this. What makes this so disturbing is that this is like when the IV is dripping. This is like a wound when the it's leaking. You know, it's like when blood leaking from a wound, and the more a person don't get no help by that doctor, no matter how long it takes for that blood to drip out, that's what's happening. There's something going on, y'all. This is what making it so depressing, man. Not depressing, but you know, it's like when you got love for people, you're not gonna be able to not have no love for them no more. You're not gonna if you got compassion, you're gonna feel people pain and suffering and sorrow. But I was just trying to tell people, like, the world we in now, you can feel sorry for somebody else, but then somebody mess around be feeling sorry for you. That's where we at right now. So we in a real race to a survival now. All of those shows you saw, the Hunger Games, we dealing with the Hunger Games right now. The Hunger Games, gas go up, this going up, money hiding over here, money getting cut over here, hours can't find no new money, going in circles, not getting nowhere. That's where we at. So we already spoke about a lot of different things that's going on, but today we're gonna connect some more dots to look at what's been happening, because every day, every week is something going on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a crisis. Because a lot of people are going through stuff, and I want people to get this. It's within this episode. You know how people always blame, where you say one thing and they'll say, well, what about white people? They this and that. Or what about other people? They do this and that. And I said it before. I'm gonna show you today what people understand. What y'all guys don't understand is y'all cannot afford to take the losses y'all take. So if they say everybody's unemployed, who's gonna be affected the most? If they say, okay, if the stats came out last year, it was many people in America slaying each other. It was many, but who's gonna be the most? Or who's gonna be the most hurt from the numbers? Who's not the majority? So what they don't get, this is the illest mathematical equation, like I was telling you, right? The so-called smallest amount of people are the majority of everything bad. So if it's an unemployment problem, who's gonna be the most unemployed? Do y'all get what this thing going? Who's gonna be affected the most, should I say? All right, man. This way, if it's layoffs, who gonna feel it the most? All right, that's what this is about. When I say stuff like people don't have a leg to stand on, arguing, fighting, the only thing that would have got people through a lot of this is coming together, pulling resources together. Resources and information. Resources, information. That's it. Things to help you get ahead and win. Nothing else, period. So let's get into it today. The woman to the left, she realizes to herself that she has been living on a low level. She has been living on her own for a year without dating, practicing celibacy. So you know all the things we've been talking about. How sometimes you got to just get yourself right and don't worry about all that. That's what she did. To the point where this story made me think she might have been a subscriber to this channel and been right amongst us. Meaning the stuff we talk about, y'all, is coming out now. She is saying that she realized by her just taking 1 year to get her life right, she got so much accomplished, not chasing love and all this other stuff. See, these are the conversations we had. Because I told y'all this before. This is the truth, y'all. To get where you want to get, sometimes you might just got to take 1 whole year to yourself, 2 whole years just to yourself. And I can ask you how old you are, but it wouldn't matter. All I got to ask you is one question. Out your whole life, how many years did you have dedicated to just yourself? And I'm not talking about children. But if you want to put children in, you can put that too. When did you ever have a whole year that's focused on just yourself? That's what create a lot of problems, y'all. That shit create mental issues. That's what make people get depressed when they get older. When you get older and you realize your whole life you're doing nothing and you're not getting nowhere. You get it? You already went through the love thing. You got that already. You know what love is. You know what having kids is. You know what having, you know all that other stuff. But somehow your life don't go forward. Meaning you never get to do the things you want to do with your life. You playing a role. You end up becoming a role player. And a role player is you just doing what you have to do to survive, get ahead, whatever it is, but don't mean it's necessarily the life you want to live. And this one I get into is people that hate their life. A lot of people do hate their life for many reasons, but this woman to the left realized that she was dealing with a person that was low capacity. See, instead of low energy, she used low capacity. She's a high capacity person. So y'all also know yesterday on the members only, I went into the episode of silence and I was going into the negative energy and integers, things of that nature, positive, negative. And one thing I showed y'all was a relationship. How you could be a positive 7, but that person could be a positive negative. And that's why you're not going to get nowhere. Adds up to a 0. That's what this woman talking about. How she was high capacity, but her man was low capacity, low level. And that stopped her from coming up. And that kept her suffering. So we're going to get into that. Let's go. Let's just get into it first thing first, the job market. Now, let's go through this with clarity. I already know what's happening. It's a reason why I'm not on these other apps. I'm dealing with all this stuff naturally. I don't deal with no spookism. I don't deal with no scary shit. I just deal with what it is. I'm going to tell you something. I want to bet my life when y'all on Instagram and these other apps, all this scary stuff, all this and that, it's all bad, it's all over, oh man, they doing this, they doing that. I know y'all see all that scary trauma shit. I already know. Now let me show you something, because this is part of it. And my whole thing is just to bring clarity so you understand what you can do. When I tell you guys a lot of this stuff you deal with and that's around you is nothing but negative frequency, negative energy, it's all designed where you're never going to get ahead. That's what that fear shit is about. But now let's look at reality. There's something wrong with the job market. That's what this woman's saying. And she basically saying the job market is a problem for Black women. Let's just take a look at this. The statement struck a chord with many viewers who responded by sharing stories of layoffs, extended job searches, repeated rejections, and concerns about whether workplace diversity commitments have weakened amid broader economic pressures. Questions about equity in hiring. Employment experts have long noted that economic downturns and hiring contractions can disproportionately affect historically magnetized groups. They always use these fancy ass words to cover shit up. Let's check it out. Black women often face the combined effects of racial and gender disparities in hiring, promotion, compensation, and job retention. Now, first thing first, I'm gonna throw this out the window because it's BS, straight BS. All right, this is why it's BS. First thing first, when it comes to the job market, who you think get hired before? Who you think the first to get hired? First thing first, it depends on the job. But if it comes to any job with a man and a woman, the Black woman getting the job before the Black man. That's just facts. I don't give a damn what the job is. Especially if it's not labor. No, Black woman never had a problem getting a job. I'll show you right here. Because a lot of jobs like to have Black women around. They know they're gonna work, and there's many other reasons. When it comes to office, about looks, it's a lot of different things, man. Black women never had a problem getting a job. Now, you do know something happened where Black women stopped wanting to work like that. Now, that part you know. Now, I'm saying it for a reason. Now, check this out. Because don't forget, this is the narrative, right? Let me clarify the narrative. She's saying jobs ain't hiring no more. They're not hiring Black women like that. She's saying how she was unemployed for a certain amount of time. And ever since she came over unemployment trying to get jobs, she been having problems getting jobs. And they telling her, I'm going to show you what they telling her. But according to her, she got experience, skills, and all these different things in administration. But I want y'all to see how they always make it a black. Somebody always got to make it a black thing, right? This ain't no damn black thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all right now. That's why I say I have fun. I have fun with this stuff. Check it out. She's saying black women often face the combined effects of racial and gender disparities in hiring. But if you understand what job that woman going for, that's BS. Because as many jobs women going to get over men, it has nothing to do with no damn black woman. All right, it's just what it is. So now promotion. Promotion, that's one thing. Promotion is based on your work. Compensation and job retention, keeping the job. Now, we got to go into reality when a lot of people is quitting jobs for tax money. A lot of people is taking their job for granted. A lot of different things happening in that job market. People quit. People quit. That's why you're going to see some, y'all. You didn't hear these conversations before the pandemic. You didn't hear these conversations when it was all this unemployment money on the table. You didn't hear these conversations. And these are the things that just make me sick, y'all. And this is why I tell you, I don't even want to be places where I see their face or hear their mouth because they bad luck. All they do is cast spells and curses on you. You trying to win, but you're always going to run into somebody telling you you can't win. You can't win. You ain't going to make it. I told y'all, man, they're a curse, guys. I'm not playing with you. They are a curse. If they do not deal with a certain energy, they are a walking curse, period. So that's why I tell y'all, I don't entertain them and I trash them on purpose. So I would not take on none of their spirits. See that? So look, right? She's saying questions about equity. What else she not saying? It was this thing called affirmative action, which means affirmative action catered to you guys for decades. But in the end, you guys didn't want to work like that no more. Why the hell you think they had to bring all the new people in? Do you think they would have brought a lot of new people in if a lot of people in America was already working? Did we not looking at the opioid crisis, the dope crisis? Meaning a lot of white people's on damn drugs. A lot of white people stopped working. This shit ain't got nothing to do with no race. It's about America. It's an American thing. America fell off the damn cliff. Thinking life is a goddamn joke. They're going to party, spend money, shop online, play all day, do a whole bunch of shit, and then want to be serious when shit get real. Why? Nobody expected this gas to go up. Nobody expected the tariffs to go up. Things going to get shut down. Nobody. They just waking up when they were asleep, not realizing, duh, if migrants was coming in this country 4 to 5 years ago, you should have known I need to get me a job and solidify that shit now. These are the things I told people. Everybody on this channel, I'm always tell you, this is why I have love for the smart people on this channel, because y'all know we already spoke about this stuff years ago when I told y'all how it's going to play out. That you better solidify your spot now from your job, your housing, your lifestyle. You better solidify something because it's going to be too late. You got competition. See, you're going to keep talking about race, but you're going to finish in last place. Now you're looking at the whining of the people in last place, finally realizing, damn, we losing this race. We losing the race. And here go the we shit. Let me show you. Lady, just because you having fucking problems don't mean somebody else going to have problems. See that? Just because you having problems, black woman, don't mean another black woman going to have problems getting a job. But this is how they spread it. But it's all on what you believe. If you believe that shit, you're going to be struggling. But if you say, man, I ain't trying to listen to nothing she's talking about, there's something wrong with the job market. No, it's not. What happened is the job market ain't playing no more. They ain't kissing no ass, and they're not playing with y'all no more. That's why the affirmative action going. You're not just getting hired just because you ain't just getting a benefit, because you ain't getting with these good companies, just because they got proof. Too many people quitting, too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, y'all. And what else? No, what else? No, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I want a lot of people to get this shit. I want a lot of so-called black people to get this. If you catch this episode, I threw this at y'all before as well. All right, a lot of y'all think it's about you getting a job and paying your bills and living your life. Jobs are not about, they're not about that no more. You know what jobs are about? Jobs and companies are all about what you bring to the table. How many times I told y'all these jobs ain't going for that coasting shit? You think because you got this job, you just going to retire and chill, punch the clock, do what you got to do every day, talk to your coworkers, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, meaning you ain't going to do no overtime. You ain't trying to work, stay late. You ain't trying to take on extra work. You ain't trying to, you see what I'm saying? No. That's why I say, man, don't believe the bullshit. The way these companies are, guys, you got to be a workhorse. Guess what? YouTube the same way. If I don't work on this shit, I ain't getting paid. No, you got to work. Meaning these companies set up a certain way, you be replaced quick. Meaning if you not helping our numbers go up, if you're not helping us look good in no kind of way, if you're not doing nothing for this company, why the hell would you get a promotion? But when your work is undeniable, we got to give you a promotion because you fucking work so hard. That's how companies work. You've been working so hard and doing everything so good and right, we got to fucking promote you. It ain't just because. Told you a lot of y'all thought promotions come with it just because I've been here. That don't mean shit. It means the work you put in. This is not the back in the day. Back in the day, when you groom and raise from your elders and you're older and you think it's the 90s, 2000s, when you got a job, you punch the clock. As long as I'm with the company, I'm good. I come to work, show up, do what I need to do. I'm good. I got my job. I'm going to keep buying cars and building up my bills and spending money. I got this job. I'm straight. They didn't know. They don't care about that. They only concerned with, are you beneficial to this company and how much work you going to put in? They not with that mediocre shit no more. How you know that, guys? That's what the analytics all about. These companies and the analytics. How much money can we make a day? Meaning, whatever our brand is, how can we be the most productive? If it's administration, how can we get the most paperwork done? How can we get whatever it is? They're trying to be the most of the most. They're not trying to just coast because it's more competitive. So that's another thing. Back in the day, it was not as competitive as now. And the main reason why these companies ain't tolerating bullshit because they gotta pay more money now. That's why I see y'all got it. This ain't back in the day when you getting paid 15 hours, 16, meaning you got a good job and you just think you're gonna be chilling. These companies kicking out 30 hours now, 25, salary, 6 figure. They not playing that shit. We kicking all this money for you to just do enough. You got it? That's part of it. And what she say? She had gaps in her resume. Why? When she took off during the pandemic, that shit left a gap in her resume. That stuff means something. You know why? A lot of things advanced since then. Let's speed it up. There's something wrong right now with the job market, especially for Black women. Shell said in a video, posted to social media, I have gotten to the final stage of many, many interviews, but at the end, after the technical interview, I'm told that I'm not technical enough. Stop right there. Now, what does this have to do with Black women? If she just told you what the damn truth is, she is not technical enough. So do you now see how these diseases have been spread amongst you in your communities? How people spread their nasty diseases to make you not have no faith in yourself or make you think everything is so bad and wicked. I told you they're backwards. I deal with everything reverse. I don't listen to nothing they say. I don't believe shit they saying. The fact when she said it ain't no job, this and that, she'll make me want to get a job. Now, see what I'm saying, ladies? Now, in the end, after all that talking, but when I get to the end, the technical interview, I'm told that I'm not technical enough. So what the hell does that mean if the company tells her she's not technical enough? Also, this is why it is very important to take up AI courses. I told a lot of y'all that if you work in certain fields where it's computers, administration, and you don't wait for the company to ask you or tell you to do it. If you know you for a fact you work in certain environments, you take up certain courses, AI, or you also got to update some of the tech stuff you might know. You might know Office, you might know certain things, but you got to upgrade all of that because that's where we at now. That's how you judge. Wow, you don't know that. Well, we got 5 other people, they know that same shit you don't know. And because it's competitive. You thinking it's all about me and I'm going to get this job. Yeah, you cute, you cool, whatever, but it's 5 people we waiting on that can do a lot of shit you can't do. They can do all the technical shit. So I want y'all to get the secret in this whole thing is get smarter in tech. No more pity parties, no crying. Nobody gives a goddamn. You got me, y'all? Because this shit is nothing but diseases being spread. Just because it ain't a job for me, don't mean you can't get the same job I just can't get. Because that's how it works. Like back in the day, me and my brother went to the same job interview. I got the job, he didn't. Even though he was more qualified than me. Guess what? They just wanted somebody younger. at that particular company at that time. So that's just how companies roll. There's certain things they look for and don't get, and she got to do it individuals. So let's go. So as you see, she said, I want to hear from you, she said, inviting Black women and other people of color. See, why is it just for Black people? Why is everything just for Black people? No, the Black crisis is a lot of Black people falling on their face, and they're trying to bring other Blacks with them. Didn't I tell you it's this thing with this misery love company shit is for real? A lot of people that's going through it, going through hell, falling on their face. Shit ain't going for them. Things ain't going right. They shit is fucked up. They sinking. They want to spread their gospel amongst other Blacks, whether it's for sympathy, pity, or just to spread their nasty ways amongst you so you'll feel their pain and filth and just feel their dark world they living in. No, anybody in a dark world is from your own repercussions. It's that simple. There's no more excuses. This shit is based on time. You play with time, and time catch up to you. Because anybody that was serious about a career, you were supposed to try to get back to work starting 2023. 2023, you're supposed to be back to work. If you really was trying to get somewhere. All right, so let's go. If you have any people that are a person of color, or especially a Black woman, I challenge you to check on them. See how they're doing, she said. I'll tell you right now, they are doing worse than you can imagine. She also issued a direct appeal to those who remain employed. Hold up. She also issued a direct appeal to those who are employed. So she talking to people that's employed, guilt shaming y'all. What she's saying, look, if you have any people that are a person of color, especially Black women, I challenge you to check on them, saying, if you doing good at your job, check on somebody else, see if they doing good on their job. Later, that's not my goddamn business. Now y'all see what I was telling you about that we and us shit? It's not my job to check on who doing bad in life. Meaning, if I know you my people, right? And I know you for holding it down and taking care of your business, it's not my job to check on you, see how you doing. Meaning, you got it? We grown. Now, if you reach out to me, that's something different. Meaning, we're grown. I don't got to do shit. This is what I'm showing you. How you're trained to take on other people's burdens. And I tell you, these things are spread. Until people learn about individuality, you're never gonna win. Black crisis is crabs in the barrel, everybody pulling each other down. That's what this shit is about. So when somebody say it's something wrong with the job market, how the hell is something wrong with the job market when they told you you're not technical enough? No, it's something wrong with you. You. So do you now see the psychological evaluation when people say they out their mind, they idiots, they stupid? I'm going to show you in this episode how they say they stupid, they idiots. They sit and blame people for no goddamn reason. How can you blame something when you were told what the problem is? You. This is why they need to be off the camera, y'all. They are fucked up in the head now. I don't care if they playing a role. I don't care if they gaslight. I don't care where they at. It's time for their face to get off cameras, y'all. On some real talk. They serve no more purpose on the camera at all, but every time embarrassing and spreading their negative shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is this, that none of that shit work on me. I just feel sorry for people that's trying to get places in life and you keep entertaining like a lot of this loser shit. Check it out. Now here's a young man. He also sounds like he listens to the channel, guys. He also might listen to the channel. It's a new thing out here, y'all. I told you, there's a lot of things going on. People waking up. This is a young man who allegedly is a popular YouTube content creator. His name is Amir Odom, right? He's speaking about the challenges facing young Black Americans, arguing that the culture of victimhood is at the front of what he sees as the community struggles. He's saying the same thing. He's a young man watching this shit. He's saying it looked to him like basically the Black community and older people are just complaining and blaming people. And he also was showing all the fighting they doing. Like in Chicago, how the young boys fighting in stores. Everybody's talking about this. He also was talking about the embarrassment. Yes. Mind you, he's a young man speaking out, a young man. All right? So among issues Odom addresses, his videos are what he calls tough topics from a rational perspective, including race, relations, and LGBT issues. He's also spoken out on the importance of the two-family parent structure and Black inner city youth issues. And I'm like, what does this young man know about family parent structure and inner city youth issues? He know about that, but I want y'all to, I'm proving the point. You see how that young man talking about family structure? He's understanding that being that the Black family is collapsing, is wrong, the community is falling at the same time. He's a young man seeing it. And this is what I meant by Gen Z and younger people. They see this shit for what it is, and it's hurting them the most because they are the ones that grew up without all the things we had access to. They didn't grow up with all the jobs. They didn't grow up having all the fun. They didn't grow up in a world of no crime and everybody dying every day and bullets and gun smoke and candlelight visions. Or they didn't grow up in, meaning they grew up in that, y'all. They didn't grow up in a happy life like us. That's why when you get all these clues about how they the most depressed, how they the most, it's the truth, man. They are sad characters. The youth are sad individuals because they didn't have a normal life. Now they looking up realizing, damn, I've been online 15 years old. I mean, 15 years. They looking at it like, okay, when I was 4, 5, 2011, 15 years ago, I was 6, 7. Now I'm older. I've been online 15 years, but I don't know nothing else. They realizing that shit. I don't know nothing else. My parents doing the same shit I do 15 years. I'm fucking 23, 24, 22. Now, what the fuck I got left? Damn, all we got left is embarrassment, all this fake shit. The elders done dropped the ball talking shit, embarrassing themselves online. Like, that's what they talking about. They got it worse, y'all. Remember when God, you got to understand this shit. This generation, they didn't get no real Black experience. They didn't. They not raised going to cookouts, family reunions, and block parties outside and food everywhere. They didn't grow up like that. Going to this family member house on Saturday, this family member house Sunday, this Sunday we going to that house, meals, Thanksgiving, holidays. They ain't getting no holidays. They grew up with everybody saying, I don't celebrate that. I don't do that. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate that. That shit is traumatizing them, y'all. They ruined. Because, see, we had a lot of pain and things we dealt with in life, but we always had a balance of fun and family. They didn't have fun, and they don't got no damn family. They are crying out, crisis. So he's crying out for the youth, arguing that a culture of victimhood is at the root of what he sees as the community struggles. See, y'all, nobody want to fix shit. They've been playing that blame game. And the main thing I told all of y'all, I said this time they ain't going for that blaming and crying shit. You're going to be on that blaming and crying shit this time. And now y'all see what been happening. They made it where nobody will be comfortable sitting in the house talking shit all day online. Because if you online all day, you're going to sink in your bills. You're going to sink in life. And you talking shit online, you're going to really be set back. I tell you, that's why I'm telling you, man, gas up. That's why I said earlier, no matter what the country go through, it's always going to affect certain people worse than others. That's the part they don't get. They don't get that part. No matter who it affects, it's going to affect y'all the worst. But this is what I mean when I say they got the biggest mouth. Because they always talking, want to be heard. They always talking, want to be heard. But they the weakest one when it comes to getting shit done. Got it? Preserving, saving, coming together. Good faith, good morals. Man, we'll get through this shit. Yeah, shit is fucked up. It's messed up. But we'll get through it. They don't have that mentality, y'all. It's not in them. Then like you said, while you crying, I see other people going to work every day. I see a family where the wife stays home, watching kids, but her husband go to work every day, and they got 3 cars. So I tell you, your reality is different from everybody else. I wish I can pull that man up right now to the mic and say, how's your life going? Because him and his wife look like they doing good. And I don't know how long they've been in this country. I don't even know. But I'll tell you what, I've been studying this for a minute. Everybody's doing better and looking better and doing better and looking better. And nobody's complaining or crying. They don't even speak English. And they get into that money bag 24/7. You guys are talking online. They doing deliveries. You're talking online. They doing drop-offs. They doing other shit. Y'all guys are talking online. You are the main ones brainwashed with a false reality. When you love entertainment so much, but you didn't realize nothing on this app is going to help y'all life go further at all. All these apps are going to do is set you back if y'all didn't use that shit for nothing productive. That's why y'all the main ones that laughed all day, joked all day, troll, post, like, take selfies, pictures, hours in the fucking bathroom, house twerking, all this dumb shit. Now you want to cry. That's why it's a crisis. But that young man, he woke up. He see what's going on. That woman to the left, she woke up. She see what's going on. That one to the right, she dealing with that black guilt. That fucking corny shit. Got it? Embarrassment. YouTuber Amir Odom challenges Black Americans to reject victimhood and reclaim their future. Tell you, young man been listening. He told y'all, reclaim your future. Now you see why I've been talking y'all about this past future shit. How many times did I just go to this yesterday, y'all, on the live? When I said, guys, it's always about going forward. It's nothing in back of you. It is nothing you're going to gain from your past. Young man telling you guys. So now you see when I tell you we're in a different world, you don't want to be in this world where a young man is smarter than you. He knows. It's about the future. They are the future. So when I see people like him, we just need more like that. Yo, guys, this is why you were always taught to look back. And you will always turn to a pillar of salt. Meaning you're going to be stuck. You ain't going nowhere. And you're going to be salty because your life sucks. You're going to turn to a pillar of salt because your life going to be so salty. Got it? Corny as hell. You're going to be miserable because you never focus on your future. Everything to gain is in front of you. But losers and failures always want to keep you in the past, the back. See? That old time slave talk about what we can't do and this is happening to us. Oh, that's plantation talk. That whole concept of us and we is plantation talk, y'all. Us sick, we sick. We try hard as we can. Told you, man. It's all right here. Now let's go. Because this young man is smart. He is the hope for the future. All right, he's smart. Now let's go. Check it out. So he also says that issues among Black youth in troubled communities. He also was showing that the youth fighting each other in stores, wilding out. You also know I showed you how they got 2,000 guns. That was in New York. This young man, he's talking about Chicago. You see what I'm saying? So, meaning, it's people speaking out, but I want y'all to get, it's a young man realizing what's going on in his life around him, amongst his elders and his peers. And he crying out. Taking the initiative to be a smart individual, because what else he also was talking about? Basically, he's tired of the embarrassment. He's tired of the Black embarrassment, y'all. So remember when I said it's a line being drawn. People don't want to go, people not going down with that shit. They don't want no parts to do with that shit. People tired of the ignorance. They tired of the nonsense that's embarrassing the good people and the smart people. The good people are the smart people. The people that want to shine are mad and upset because the dirty individuals keep smearing their shine. You know what I'm saying? That's why people separate themselves. Like, hold on, somebody got to go public and make this separation. We not them. Like when I watched the other day, she said, oh, you're not like them. Tell you everybody know this about. It's not about race. It's either you're them, you like them, or you're not. If you like them, nobody like you. Nobody wanting to do it. You got it, y'all? That's what it's all about. We in a time of straight positive energy. Get what I'm saying? So that's where we at. And that's why everybody that's on a positive frequency, they ain't waking up. They getting it clear. Because you got to be on a positive frequency to become awakened. That's why it's important for you to stay negative. So you never wake up. It's the same thing in the concept of if you go to bed angry, you're gonna wake up angry. You hear about that in relationships? Because it's good to have a peace of mind before you go to bed. And then when you wake up, y'all can work on getting to the next level. You see, so let's go back to this. She talking that real talk. All the things we've been speaking about. She says, I'm a high capacity person who is taking care of low capacity people. Woman says, year of celibacy, 1 year celibacy transforms her whole life. She figured it out, y'all. I did an episode a long time ago, not a couple months ago, y'all. Y'all know I did the episode Goat Man, and I was talking about the goat, and I was talking about horny behavior, and I was talking about the life of sex and all this other stuff, and I was telling you about love and boom, boom, boom. But I was telling you, right, the real key to life is going without sex. Meaning, the people that master going without sex tap into a different power. Especially, that's how oneself gets to the next level. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. If you can go without music, you'll come up. If you can go without drugs, you'll come up. And if you go without sex, you'll come up. Meaning, if you just wait to have sex with the right person. Which goes back to what I spoke about yesterday with the integers. When two positive people have sex because they're on the same page, they go to the next level. When you're a high vibration, high capacity person having sex with a low level individual, y'all just having sex. It doesn't mean shit. Also, don't forget, high capacity, low capacity, that also deals with your family. When you're always dealing with your family just because they're your family, and you deal with the low individual bullshit within your family, all that shit keep you down. That's right. There's certain people in your life to keep you down. You have to figure it out. People will come in your life to get you ahead. It's people in your life to keep you down. And they come in different forms and spirits. Which means they could be your best friend, they could be your cousin, they can be your own mother. You never know till it shows its face. So she has woken up. 1 year, she realized a lot. Let's take a look at this. A woman is sharing with the world a candid reflection on how nearly a year without dating, kissing, or pursuing romantic relationships greatly improved her life. Casey Molina, who shared her experience on Instagram, said the decision to embrace celibacy and step away from romantic connections fundamentally changed how she views herself. So see, that made her look more into herself and focus on her inner being. Because the only way to get to the next level, you got to focus on your inner being. Only way you're going to be great, you got to focus on your inner being. So when you always focus about everybody else, that's why you always what? Lose. End up short, messed up. Here you go. So she says right here, it changed how she views herself, relationships, and the amount of energy she gives to others. By her taking a year off from sex, she noticed how she views herself differently. She is able to see the reality of relationships. And she's also able to see the amount of energy she gives to others. Now, for anybody tapped in, y'all know these are the things I've been talking to y'all about. This is what I mean by a lot of people waking up. And it's starting to sound like people have been watching this channel. You get it? Because these are the exact things we've been speaking about. Because I went through this. Remember, didn't I tell you, I stopped dealing with the chick I was dealing with, and I had my best year in life this 1 year. 1 year I had my best life as far as me getting done what I'm trying to get done in my come up in my advancement. 1 fucking year. 1 year. My best year of my whole life. Because I cracked the code on how to get ahead of what you got to do. You actually got to take your life back. Because your whole life, you give it, it's all over the place, your whole life. Over here, over there, you're doing this. You have to take your life back. That shit for real. So when I saw her get it, I was like, yeah, she got it. Now let's go back to what I said. Throughout the years, I was telling you guys, we're in a time now where nobody's going to tell you nothing. You got to figure it out. And you see why I always tell you, you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I always tell you, you got to figure it out. That's how your life works. I can tell you shit all day. It doesn't matter. I can make you feel good. But until you figure out your life, she figured out, damn, I'm a high capacity person. Meaning I've been putting all this work. I'm the one that hold this shit down. I'm the main one that keeps shit going. Come to find out, I don't need nobody. Meaning my love is my weakness. I'm always in love with somebody. Keep me that shit for real. This is why they say, right? You got to love yourself first. Here's the millennium 2026 version, right? Loving yourself now means you have to get everything done that you want to accomplish for yourself. That's loving yourself. Loving yourself is when you say, I'm just focused on me and what I have to do for me, which means my life. Not for me personally or no selfish shit. I have to set my life up solidly to win for the next couple of generations. That's how one got to think. If I don't want to struggle no more, I have to make certain moves now. If I don't make certain moves now, I will fucking struggle for the rest of my life and be suffering and misery. Time. That's why the faster one wakes up, the faster one can accomplish things. It's all based on time. Wasted relationships is nothing but wasted energy. It takes a chunk of your life. Yes. So she realized she got a lot of shit done. I would have never conceived that I could have done a year of just genuinely not engaging in anything romantically. Meaning just having friends, cutting that shit short. Nobody living with nobody. Get it? Keeping that shit real short. All these things we spoke about, y'all. But that's really how you get ahead. Got your little person you date. Y'all chill, spend your time. And the beauty is when y'all on the same shit, meaning I'm busy trying to get shit done. You busy trying to get shit done. We link up. We having fun. We just chilling. We do what we do. We go our separate ways. Back to the grind. Then maybe as time go on, we get some of the things accomplished individually we trying to get. We stay friends throughout that time. We'll eventually come together. But that's how it is now, y'all. I told you what it is. Told y'all all what it is. This the world we in. We not in a fake world where I ain't got shit, you ain't got shit. We're going to still get together. I'm going to tell you all my problems I had, and my parents wasn't there for me, and you're going to tell me all the shit you've been through, and we're going to love each other and have kids and say, we're going to try to fix this. We're going to have a better life than bullshit, y'all. For one to be great is a self-journey. After you acquire what you're trying to get, then you worry about the other stuff. Because you understand you had to love yourself to get what you had to get done and get where you got to go. Now you're ready to reciprocate that love to others. See what I'm saying? But when you get that love back, it's 50-50 because, look, if I had to go through what I went through, why the hell would I get with somebody less than what I'm trying to do? If anything, we got to be on the same level, which means we can come together 50-50. See what I'm saying? That's the only way it wins now. This ain't back in the day. This is not back in the day, which means if a relationship is not forward progress, it will bury you now. It will bury you, especially a divorce. You will be buried from a divorce now. Buried. Yes, you will. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Now, that's that other loser chick. Let me get off that. Let me go to this real quick. Something I spoke about before. This is a real issue. This shit for real. So now look at what this woman said. She realized she's a high capacity person who was taking care of low capacity people, which means she was dealing with negative vibration, negative frequency, negative people, period. And what I want women to get, the more y'all deal with low level energy, negative, depressing energy, it's only going to ruin, destroy y'all. And that's why we got to get into this. Y'all dealing with low level individuals is making them become unalive. Don't forget the integers I spoke about yesterday. You could be positive, but if you're dealing with somebody negative, you're going to become a negative. Also, that negative could be unalive. So this is for real, y'all. These are things I've been speaking about. Why are so many black women unalive and being found unalive at the hands of their partners? I told y'all that's an epidemic in the country. You want to talk about quiet? All the real stuff is quiet. This is when I tell you these are the horrific, the horrifying things. When you know all of this stuff is going on, but it's going on quietly because nobody cares. And when I say nobody cares, these own people don't even care about themselves. So that's why nobody else cares. Why are so many black women dying? not just dying, they dying at the hands of their partners. I did an episode on this before called femicide. They saying that femicide stuff is out of control now. They're saying it's out of control now. In April alone, 2 months ago, at least half a dozen Black women were allegedly slayed by their partners, including high-profile cases of Serena Fairfax, estranged wife of the former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax, and Nancy Mattia Bowen, Vice Mayor of Coral Springs. This been happening from rich to the poor. Now, for those who don't know, that guy Fairfax, he just finished trying to run for some office in Virginia. Long story short, he's spazzing out in the house because this is about rich to the poor. So you got, don't forget, a lot of older men had jobs getting laid off. A lot of people didn't recover from those layoffs from the gov. These layoffs, these financial things are causing a lot of issues. People losing everything. They're losing their house, their mortgage, and people taking it out on each other. That's what's happening. So look, Shamar Elkin, that wounded and slayed 7 of her children and 1 of their cousins. So you seeing how is men taking out their baby mothers, the kids. This was happening, y'all. This is a real thing going on. Now, this is the celebrity version, meaning this is the people that's famous, but the people that's not famous don't make the news. Meaning their names won't be told, but I've been seeing it on the news about how a lot of people I seen one situation where the man took the woman's life and took his life. I've been seeing this at least once a week. It's happening, y'all. It's going down. Because y'all know when the money dries up and things go financially, people turn on each other, y'all. When you're in a relationship, y'all been together for years, now you're getting evicted. Now this person blaming that one. You ain't helped me with this. You ain't do this. You ain't do it. But I helped you. You know how it goes, y'all. So they turn on each other, man. And the thing is, it's the woman. They getting wiped out. And that's why when you see this woman, what she basically telling you is she realized something. Because that's why I'm going to show you why it's a spiritual thing. Says she ain't had a spirit or she ain't had an energy to focus on herself. This same one we looking at could be a victim of somebody one day. That same person she was with taking care of, she could have been in a situation where she can't get away from him. Because there's some of these men, they're going to rather go to jail than be on them streets. So even if they got to assault your ass first and get sent to jail, they're going to do that before they end up on the street homeless because you're trying to put them out. Some men like that. So I'm saying? Yeah. And they'll try to mess up everything you got and just go to jail and you'll be out here ruined. That's how they play it. Now, let me show you this right here. When I said nobody cares, let me prove to y'all, man. Why are so many Black women dying? Now, let me show you some blame and some ignorance. Well, we can ask the same thing about white women. When is the last time you looked at Dateline? They always dying too. Y'all see that shit? They're telling these people, your women are dying, which I don't get. Other women are not dying like y'all women. Y'all women are being slayed at a high level. You're still talking about old ass Dateline episodes. All them Dateline episodes are fucking reruns. Somebody's trying to tell you your people are dying right now. You're bringing up white people. Can you now see how it's a mental issue? You the one in the crisis. But what about white people though? They die too. That's not the point. The point is, it's a question. Why are so many Black women dying? You're supposed to care and want to know why. You're talking about somebody else. You now see why it's a sickness? You now see when I told you nobody cares? Meanwhile, right? Somebody could be telling you, yo, it's a woman being found every day. You're going to say, what about white women? You ain't, see what I'm saying? This is how life been playing out, y'all. This is what I mean by nobody cares, man. They stupid. Well, we can ask the same thing about white women. They saying y'all the victims of femicide. The reason somebody's talking to this check it out. Somebody always got to check them in the comment section. The reason for the headline is because based on the percent of the population, which means what other people get through your head. You guys are the alleged minority, so whatever happens to everybody, it affects you the most. But you guys still don't get numbers and percentages because you live in a fake world. I'm going to say it again. You still think it's a lot of y'all because y'all packed in New York in the 5 boroughs. You still think it's a lot of y'all because y'all packed in Chicago. You packed in Miami. You still think it's a lot of y'all, but it's not. You're not the majority in this damn country, which means y'all do everything the most, but it also affects you the most than everybody else. That's the part y'all didn't get. Because what, y'all? They don't know demographics. They don't know mathematics. They don't know simplicity. The idiocracy, y'all, I'm just getting the core. The idiocracy of blaming in 2026, you are now perpetuating the ignorance of your elders from back in the day. Even though we're in a time of problem solving, which is figuring it out, coming to a conclusion, and coming with a remedy. We are no longer in the time of complaining, crying, and bitching. It's called fix. So, being that you don't want to fix it, you okay with this femicide stuff, which means you being warned. When they telling you this stuff happening, what else they telling your stupid ass? For those who don't get it, they telling you it's no telling when it's gonna stop, no time soon. So when you saying, what about white women? If I ask you a question, when is these women gonna stop dying? You couldn't tell me, because why? It's just getting started. I know how this shit works. The summer has just started. Domestic violence increases during the summer. Hot as June, hot as July, hot as August, and them kids just got out of school, which gonna apply more pressure on them bills, the food, everything is gonna bust pipes, y'all. This shit gonna bust pipes. It's gonna bust pipes. So, as you see right here, well, we can ask the same thing about white women. When is the last time you looked at Dateline? See, what else they showing you? I told you the word is y'all guys are brainwashed and stupid. Your whole concept on life comes from entertainment. So somebody talking real shit, you talking about Dateline. So guys, can you now see when I said that? It's a reason why people don't respect them and don't even want to hear their mouth or see their face. I'm one of those people. If you indulge in heavy ignorance, I don't want to see your face. That's why people talk to them like they slow, y'all. No, idiot. The reason for the headline is because based on percent of the population, y'all are dying a lot right now. Y'all women, which means y'all child bearers. Oh, we not going to go there. I know what they're really saying about this whole thing. First, they said fertility rates. Now they're saying they unalive. They found, you got it? No, they telling you about somebody becoming extinct. This was somebody said to that person in the comment section talking about white people. Sometimes I forget, you people aren't good with abstract thoughts and concepts, meaning you never get it. It's stupid. If somebody don't explain it on a kindergarten level, you never get shit. If somebody tell you something or give you information in a way you're not used to receiving, or once again, if they're not giving you a pat on your head or rubbing your back or kissing your ass or giving it to you how you want to hear it with some good sugar on that shit, you can't accept it because you don't even acknowledge it. Talking to you like you slow. Sometimes I forget, you people aren't good with abstract thoughts and concepts. Why are they saying that? Somebody's trying to tell them that black women are dying from their partners. And they're sitting here making excuses, talking about, what about everybody else? And that's why they say, sometimes I forgot you people aren't good with abstract thoughts. Meaning, if that shit is not just some simple shit, you just don't get it. Y'all now get this shit. You now get when I said they in their own world. When they say, I forgot you people. Let me show you what else you don't get about you people. Y'all always think alike. You do every fucking thing alike. That's why they say you people. But if I'm my own individual, what they gonna say? He not like them. You got he not like them, and then you got you people. You people are the stupid ones. That's their label. Oh, you one of them. That means you the stupid ones. We know smart ones amongst y'all. We know that for a fact. We know for a fact a lot of y'all smart and geniuses. But that's the stupid ones right there. They one of them. That's those people. Yeah, you know those people. They one of them. Yeah, they're the ignorant ones of them. We know a lot of black smart. Hey, we saw them prep. We know they're smart, but no, it's a lot of them ignorant. But you got to know the difference. I think other races had them discussions now. No, they're not all the same. It's just that a lot of them are, but they're not all the same. Some of them are good people. I think they've been having these conversations, y'all, real talk. And that's why I was saying it's very important to separate yourself. Sometimes I forget you people aren't good with abstract thoughts and concepts. Guys, somebody said the most disrespectful shit in 2026. Here what I want to show you, people. Didn't I tell you as many ways to disrespect you without calling you a racist slur or NIWGA? Told you. Didn't I tell you you can disrespect black people to your face and they won't even get it? This is the most disrespectful shit ever said to a grown-up, period. Sometimes I forget you aren't good with abstract thoughts and concepts, meaning you don't never get shit. You don't get nothing. Damn, bro. 2026. And this goes back to the young man with the blame shit. Somebody's telling them that people dying out, they're sitting there blaming people. So that's my equation when I show you. Don't know, but they don't care. Because guess what? This person is actually, this person, right? This person is actually deflecting from the topic. The topic is black women dying. And not that person. The person that blamed it on white people is deflecting. Got it? Let's go. And that's why two people had to check them. Two people. The reason for the headline, dummy, is because based on percentages of the population. Meaning, y'all are dying a lot, and it's going to affect y'all the most. Now, let me show you another idiot. Don't forget, the topic is black woman kicking a bucket. But nobody cares. Check it out. God did not say the messy demonic news gossip column did. Y'all always talking about God, even though y'all the stupidest ones and God ain't with you. Who's that? The ones that run their mouth. Look, why are so many black women dying at the hands of their partners, meaning their lovers? Just somebody saying, well, God didn't say that. If God didn't say that, then that shit ain't true. God did not say that. Say this. The messy demonic news gossip column did. See that? They call it a messy demonic news. This is called messy demonic news. If you know about The Guardian, they're not messy and demonic. No, that fucking blogger shit you watch. Instagram is messy and demonic that you watch all day. So you see, this is about a real topic and they don't want to acknowledge it. They flipping a real live article, making a mockery of somebody. They're making a mockery. They're telling you information of a woman dying instead of you understanding what's going on. You're fighting the information. Got it now, y'all. That's why people just like, we done with them. Check it out. And they the ones made people hate God. They the main ones, the main hypocrites always talking about God. God did not say this. The messy demonic news gossip column did. A, this junk always have races against each other. Over everything, America, give me back my old-fashioned retro phones immediately, please and thank you. So you see the ignorance for yourself. Her name's Sonia. See that? They're talking about black women dying. She's in the comment section saying God didn't say that. And she's also saying, I just want to go back to retro phones, flip phones, and basic shit, old shit. Nobody cares, y'all. Here you got it. Here you got it. This is called that topic being downplayed. As they continue to be wiped out. She got away like a movie. She escaped. Got it? Because a bad relationship now going to really end bad. Black femicide is a public health crisis. Public, everybody know about it. Public health crisis with failures of multiple systems to blame. And while black women die, the state is ignoring the structures that allow abusive men to wreak havoc on the people around them. So they're telling you this whole epidemic is about those men spazzing on those women. A lot of it is those women trying to put men out. trying to get away from these men, and these women are taking their life. This shit been happening all across America for a minute. Y'all been seeing the articles? Men to wreak havoc on the people around them. For many black women, this is a fight for their life. Why? What they tell you is the first person that black man gonna take it out on when he snap is you, because he's a punk. And you got the job, you winning, you get money, you doing all your shit. So when you talking about you trying to leave and all this other shit, he ain't. You got these some. They're not trying to hear that. So that's why it's going down. A lot of this shit comes from what? What they doing? Choking women to death, choking them out, hitting them with firearms, stabbing them up. Oh no, that's what they doing, y'all. I've been seeing it. So nobody cares, right? Let me show you something else. Dear future husband, where the F are you at? And I'm like, yo, this is the same thing I be thinking about the woman. Where's the wife at? Where you at, wife? Telling y'all, she's saying it straight up. Dear future husband, where the hell y'all at? Didn't I tell you it's this thing going on with the men, y'all? Didn't I tell you, bro, these women? I told you all. What is this article about? Same thing I tell y'all with the young man. Guess what's happening? Young woman like her, 30 years old, realizing, damn, I lived a bullshit life. Damn, I didn't even live no life. I've been playing around, doing all this dumb shit. I never been in a real relationship. I ain't got no real man. I'm tired of being on that young dumb shit. I'm ready to grow up. But now I'm ready to grow up. It ain't no men to mess with. No, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, get this part clear. This is one of the women that are not settling. That's why they saying, where my future husband at? Not no man, future husband. Meaning showing you, woman has stepped their levels up. That's why I was telling all y'all, bro. See her? She ain't settling no more. That's what all it's about. See? When y'all didn't understand what that woman freedom was about, elevation. No. Woman got smarter. So now they understand it. Where's my husband at? What is this young man talking about? The family structure. So now y'all, you now got light of the future of a better day in your face. Meaning, as things get negative, you have proof it is people that are still positive and looking for positive things in their direction. See, within the Black crisis, I still will give you 3 positive individuals that are not affected by the crisis, y'all. Get it? So they also are the faces of the new. Faces of the new. The young people, they still got hope and faith. They not ruined. They not. And here you got it. She said out her own mouth, y'all, like, basically, she been ready to grow up, but now the men ain't growed up. The men didn't grow up. And this also go to what we said, nobody's outside. Same thing I said about women, the same thing for men. Men, when I said you don't see women outside like that, same thing for women. Y'all go outside, you might not even see no official men like that. Everybody got trapped off in the house, y'all. This house shit made us all antisocial. You heard about a house divided, never stand. We got put in the house that divided all of us. Ever since we've been in the house, we've been more divided than ever. Real talk. That's why I don't know if I told y'all, I think I mentioned it to y'all. The other day when I went out, I saw this, like I passed, put a long story short, I went to ATM. So this woman was walking past. And then I just stopped and I said, excuse me. I was like, you very pretty. And I just kept moving. She was like, thank you. I had to do it. Because she walking with her head down. I'm just like, man, I had to do it. You see what I'm saying? And I know she probably wasn't ready for that, but I did it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because I told you that human shit mean a lot. That human interaction means a lot. That's why I did it just to do it. Just told her, you look very pretty. You're very pretty. You know what I'm saying? Just to do it. And it felt good too. And she looked like she was like, you know, brighten somebody's day up. Because y'all, people went so far away. And guess what? When I was talking to her, she had a phone in her hand too. So I know what's going on with these women and phone. These women and these phones have ruined themselves, but a lot of women starting to wake up out that phone. And they understand ain't nothing on that phone but trash. I don't want to meet no man on that shit. I don't care about none of that shit they talking about. I'm just worried about me, what I'm trying to get. And that's all women focus on. And it's something with that. All of these things represent the future. So she's saying, dear future husband, where the F are you at? So once again, you see people crying out, man. They crying out. And that's why it's a crisis. Didn't I tell you it's a crisis with the men? Where she's saying basically where my husband at, the good men. She's saying I had to get away from a low-level man. And here's the topic on men taking woman's life. So I told y'all who's going to be the enemy in the end, man. The filth. And that's why I didn't give the other woman too much energy, because she ain't about shit. Meaning, she'll figure it out. They told her she don't got the technical skills. She want to make this a black woman thing. No, it's you. It's a you thing. But if you're a smart black woman, you'll take heed of what she said and give you some tech skills anyway. All right, so we're going to close out, y'all. I think this was a positive episode. We got more coming this week. We're going to be going every summer. For those who around here know, the summer is when I get into Secrets of America. So we're going to be going there again this summer as new things been unveiled. Also, we in the 250th anniversary. There's many secrets and many things within that 250-year history that people either don't know or they forgot. And this is why I told y'all, right? Everybody was going to make fools of themselves by not knowing the full American history. And you're going to live in this delusional world where everybody's against you and black this and black that. But you still don't know the greatness that black people did in this country still. You don't even know how to acknowledge it. That's why people said when it comes to, comprehending shit, you guys can't do that. If it's not cool or fad to know it, you ain't going to know. So we're going to leave it at that, y'all. So now what I want y'all to get is the ignorance is hard to tolerate now, man. People sick of it. And now they starting to fight against it. So on that note, y'all stay in tune. Y'all stay up. We got more coming. And I'll definitely holler at y'all very soon. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in. What's up, T-Mo? Dion, good to see you, Dion. Dark Migo, Dramatic, H-Town Girl, Nikki Too Gorgeous. Happy to see every last one of y'all in this chat. Like, real talk. Because all of y'all are individuals, one by one. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say every single last one of you. You know what I'm saying? Because each one of y'all got your own personality. So even people like me know everybody's not the same. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in here shines by their individuality. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to recognize everybody's individuality here because that's what it's all about. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it goes with smart people. Everybody in there smart reflects their own intelligence, which separates them from everybody else. And that's how it works. So that's why I tell you, I'm happy to see a lot of y'all, period. Because y'all proved that y'all the ones in tune. And y'all also proved y'all gonna still be here no matter what. That's what it all comes down to. And everybody else, y'all just let them sink. Because that's just how it's gonna go. So on that note, y'all stay out. Just know the crisis is the people that's trapped and can't get out. The crisis is the people that are sinking. Crisis is people that hate their life and they losing their mind and they falling and they crashing out. But if none of those things apply to you, it's no crisis. It's just called life. So on that, y'all, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. First thing, first in the morning. Appreciate all y'all. We out. One.